What advice would you give somebody who has a traumatic brain injury or a stroke?
Well, I laugh because it's like, who am I to give advice? But I guess it happened to me, so I would say hang in there, you can do this, you can get through it, I'll help you through it. And don't be afraid to call the BS flag on anyone. Just right away, tell them, that's baloney. This is how it is, this is how I feel, and 9 out of 10 people will respect the way you feel, so stick it out. You know, when I first was in recovery, I'm still in recovery ever since, 10 years ago it happened, but when I first learned about traumatic brain injury, because I didn't even know what it was, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm the only one. There's no one else out there like me. I'm the only guy around with a traumatic brain injury. And then I found out that the more we looked and the harder we looked, there's groups that meet every week or whatever, or there's other guys a lot like me with traumatic brain injuries and girls with traumatic brain injuries. So yeah, I'm not the only guy in the world with a traumatic brain injury. My name is Anthony David Simone. I go by Tony. I married Andrea K. Bowley. She's now Andrea K. Simone. We have 3 children who are Will, he's 10. He was born 4 or 5 months before my injury. And then since my injury, we've had Avery, she's 7, Avery Grace Simone. And recently Owen Henry Simone, he's 2. My tattoos, I'm covered. I have this one on my shin. It has the salute to the fallen, and it has a list of the names of the men that were on my helicopter, and the ones that died are in black, and the 2 that haven't died are me and my gunner, and they're in purple, because we didn't die. We got purple hearts. Rumor has it that they shot our tail rotor and it flew off. So we should have auto-rotated, but if we would have come down on top of or dangerously near the troops that we were there to pick up and rescue. So we didn't, and we lost that battle. As a result, well, I'm lucky enough to be alive. I'm blessed to be alive today to give this interview. As a result, I got a traumatic brain injury, even though I had my helmet on, doesn't matter. I hit my head that hard. I got a traumatic brain injury and went, I assume, instantly into a coma. I don't know when I went into a coma, but I guess it was right away. And I was in that coma that was not a medically induced coma. It was what I like to call a bad guy induced coma that lasted for 6 weeks. So unfortunately, my wife and my dad and mom were there taking care of me the whole time. I woke up in San Antonio, Texas at BAMC. I know it's kind of a joke, but a goal is to use both hands to do most things, which everyone else can do, so it sounds kind of ridiculous, but a lot of the time I've gotten used to just doing mostly everything with one hand. Cooking and cleaning, and I can still brush my teeth, so that only takes one hand. What I like about Synapse House is that it is, yet again, it reminds me that I'm not the only person with this insane challenge. There are others out there, some worse, some not worse, some better, like me. Either way, they're like me in one way or another. So I don't know, I just like being there and making friends, and yeah. That's changed who I am as a dad, in that I mean, I'm very one-handed now, so I've had to learn, well, I tried to learn how to tie my shoes with one hand, but I never got that far with it. Now I have elastic shoelaces, so I just slide my foot right in. But that in and of itself, it was like God's way of saying, sit down, slow down, and think. So when I have 3 children, the oldest is 10. And when the 10-year-old was learning to tie his shoes, I had to teach him patience. It's not the end of the world if you can't tie your shoes, neither can I half the time. And you want to be like me, I'm your dad, so neither of us can tie our shoes, huh? But it's helped me to learn to slow down and wait. And I don't know, I think I'm doing good with that so far.